Guys, honestly, I cannot remember any time ever in my life having choked on a kourabie. It's like it's in your gene pool. It's like you're born Greek, you know how to eat a kourabie.
Yeah.
When you bite, you don't inhale.
But
Because the dust goes down and makes you choke.
but if you're a non-Greek, the first time you're gonna have it, you're gonna choke for sure.
No, but for
The
Greek,
white powder out of your nose.
it's like you're born, you know that, like your body knows I can't choke on this. This is part of who I am, kind of thing. So I'm eating it, guys. For the first time in my life, I choked on a fucking kourabie, and I spit on it. It was all white. It was all white on my sleeve, and that's not the funny part. The funny part was I raised my eyes, I look up, and my dad is looking at me, perplexed. He was like there was like a 2-minute pause. You know?
Disgust.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Embarrassment.
Like, what the fuck has happened? Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Just Us Dads. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Dadversation. If this is the first time here, head on over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, and subscribe to our other social media platforms as well as the audio platforms. George is back with us this week, and Chris is here, and that is not a halo around his head. That's a clock.
Like one of those icons in the Greek churches.
That looks good, huh? Symbolic.
Also to remind you guys, we're 1 week away from Christmas, so head on over to our website, justusdads.ca. Pick up some awesome looking stuff. I'm wearing our super comfy hoodie that you can get your hands on. This is very comfortable, guys. By the way, I ordered some. I'm not sure what sizes, but I'll be
The biggest, always the biggest.
always the biggest.
You don't play around.
You just go with the biggest.
Oh man. Yeah. So Christmas, so a week away. Shut up. Yeah. I'm not really excited this year, man. I don't know.
No one is.
No, it isn't.
You know what? The people. You know what I think it is. This is what I see. The people that are suicidal are trying not to go through with it, and the people that are not happy pretend to be.
Yeah.
You're in there. Everyone's just in a low vibe, but everyone thinks they should be excited. So they come out as fake.
You know what the thing is?
I think, yeah.
Even politically, I mean, nothing helps. You know, everyone was kind of wondering what was going to happen during the holidays. They thought, maybe squeeze through, we'll be able to meet up, maybe gather, maybe less people than usual. There was like some hope floating around, and that's finished. It left. You know what I mean? Like, there's no hope anymore. So that's it, man. You know, you're on your own, basically.
No, but the only thing that can make people feel better right now is just go out and buy a bunch of shit to feel better. Yeah. I think it's the only thing that's going to save people now.
Yeah, maybe we should go buy a Bitcoin. Just buy one.
30 grand. I don't know.
Speaking of buying shit, I was coming home just before and I opened the garage door.
Is that a new microphone I see?
Yeah. First time you see them. Yeah, we got 4 of them, guys. So we're just waiting for you guys to come back in studio. Fuck.
Well, we're not allowed now. Lego doesn't let us.
But now it's over until the 11th of January, I guess.
So can we come on the 12th?
On the 12th, yeah, it's considered a working environment, so hopefully we'll be able.
It's true. Yeah, you're right.
No, but
to follow protocol.
I'm coming home. I opened the garage door, and I don't know why I hadn't noticed it when I got into my car that was parked in the garage before. I only noticed it when I arrived. The amount of boxes that are piled up in the garage, so I can cut up, so we can put for recycling, all over the place, man.
Amazon boxes.
Oh man, Amazon or whatever it is we bought it from. Everything was delivered. My wife sent a video the other day to my sister of the girl sitting in front of the tree or whatever, and my sister, she's like, "Oh my god, all your gifts are there. You've bought them already. They're wrapped." And we realized for the first time since we're probably married, the gifts have been bought, wrapped. This is like 2 weeks ago. This is not now Christmas week. This is like beginning of December. Everything was done. Everything was ready, and I have a feeling that we're not the only ones out there.
Black Friday deals, huh?
Black Friday deals.
I don't feel it this year. Like I feel like I don't want to spend anything. If I'm going to spend money, it's going to be on pasta and I don't know, lentils.
Pasta and lentils. You're not going to
Stock
spend
up.
much on that, man.
And toilet paper.
Oh man.
Just random. Alex.
Yeah, look, as we're actually we're look.
But think
we're
about it,
trying
man.
to keep it a little exciting for the boys, man.
Yeah,
Because at school they're still keeping the theme there. The kids are happy about it. They're looking forward to it. So we're keeping that momentum for them.
But the crazy thing is that we bought gifts for my nephews and all the the other kids that
You could drop them.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. We're gonna go drop him drop him off and stuff.
They're gonna enjoy opening them.
Yeah, but the 1 year where you probably weren't supposed to do it because Christmas is canceled, so you could have just focused on your own family. Like fuck everyone. It's the first time that we just went stupid and we just bought everything, and we bought everything like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Everything is ready.
So someone's having a great year.
It's not necessarily that because we would have bought them anyway. It's just in terms of the preparation. Usually, and I think I tell you guys this every year. Like I'm out shopping on the 23rd and 24th. That's when
I'm one of those.
You know what I mean?
No.
I've always been one of those.
You know what sucks, man? It sucks that we're forced to highlight probably the worst thing about Christmas, which is the consumerism aspect.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, it's like, you know what? I think this Christmas should be different. This Christmas is the gratitude. This Christmas is like, okay, who didn't pass away? You know,
Yeah.
Who didn't? You know, it's different. I find that we're putting the accent on that because obviously it needs to roll the economy, and obviously you want to put a smile on your kids. But if you think about it, it's like we're doing the wrong thing. This is the time to reflect on different things than just buying the gifts. You know what I mean?
But
It's just hard.
you always reflect on these things. I mean, you always take a moment to just think, who's alone. Like every year, you kind of get these thoughts kind of crossing your mind, right? I think this year the difference is that you have so much free time compared to the previous years that at least in our case, we just indulged so much. I mean. Remember when I told you that I went stupid and I felt bad about buying the microphones? I think that set everything off. Like, guys, you don't understand. When I told my wife I bought some microphones, I'm not sure it was a spur of the moment kind of thing. We can return them. She's like, no, look. She was totally cool with it. She's like,
No, but you do understand that if me and George now don't get a gift, we're gonna get offended.
Yeah, your kids are, or are they? I think I spoke too soon.
Like I put the expectations so low that if you guys get something, you're gonna appreciate it.
No, but
Yeah.
no, but honestly, it set everything off. Like when I told her we got the mics, I got the mics, and she's like, "Oh, that's fine. I mean, if you need them, it's fine. I mean, there's no problem." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then
Need.
no, yeah, exactly. And then I think 2 days later, she's like, "I think we should buy a TV for our bedroom." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Why not? I mean, why not? And then I'm like, "Okay, why not? Whatever."
Yeah, go for it.
There's a TV in the bedroom now. You know what I mean? So there's all.
I was about to pull the trigger for that too, but I didn't.
I still have mixed feelings about that because it's you want to get out of your bed, man. You want to wake up and just leave. Now it's like I went in the other day. There's food on my bed. There's like kids.
Everybody moved in.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to, man.
We have a TV. We have a TV in our
want to
bed.
get out of bed. You have to get out of bed, and that doesn't allow you to.
No, exactly.
But I think the TV in the bedroom is to fall asleep and not have to wake up from the couch and go to your bed. The TV is to put you to bed, right? It's not for the mornings. It's not for the mornings. Like we don't watch a lot of TV. We had it for the. You know what? We had our TV in our bedroom for the longest time because we converted the old living room into a bedroom, right?
Right.
So it stayed on the exact same place, on the exact same wall. And we never opened it for almost, I think, 6-7 years.
Wow.
Yeah. It works. Actually, it worked, and then it broke, so I had to replace it. But now we watch a little bit. There's always a little bit of watching. Now the kids come, and we all watch a movie there together, you know.
But it is. Want to do it, man.
There's pros and cons.
And it's also become very easy now, right? With the smart TVs, like straight from your phone onto the TV, and you're on Amazon or Amazon Prime or Disney or whatever, Netflix, and it's like bang, it's right on your TV. Honestly, I went up the other day and I'm like, where the hell is my bedroom? Like everything just moved there, in a matter of a week or two, whatever.
It's the new family room.
Yeah, it is dangerous a bit.
It's dangerous a lot, man. And I remember when we moved in here, it was it was a topic of conversation. It's like, okay, do we buy a TV? And I'm like, I don't want a TV in the living room. I mean, fuck it. I mean, why? I mean, so like you guys have seen it. There's a little TV in the kitchen. We have the news. The girls watch maybe cartoons when they're having breakfast or whatever. And then we had a TV in the basement, which we never used. So we practically never watched TV. And I have a feeling that the tide is turning now. I mean, I don't know. Next year is going to be just fucking camping out on Dad's bed,
And you just don't eat chips.
It comes.
Oh my God! Avoid the chips on the bed. Trust me, the little crumbs are falling. You're not even aware.
Crumbs. Forget about the crumbs.
Until you fall asleep and you wake up and there's like 8 of them here.
You feel them on your stomach. You're like, what is this? What's up? It's like it's itching you everywhere, man.
Like, look at the size of this dandruff.
Yeah.
Little crumbs on that. Like it's disgusting. It's like fuck, man. Like we sleep on this. You know what I mean? Kids now jumping on it. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the bed in the bed, the TV in the bed.
Yeah.
And the potential is always down.
Yeah, no, guaranteed. It's a downhill. It's a downhill. You know what I mean? Even if you think, you know what, we're gonna enjoy it, that we're gonna put the kids to sleep, watch a movie before we go to bed, blah blah blah. You put the kids to sleep, man. The minute you're in your bed, it's like you're passed out. It's done. You're never watching a movie on a TV. Mind you,
how long have you had it?
I don't know. We got it a week ago, 2 weeks ago. It's like it's brand new. It's fresh.
There might still be hope to return it. It's up to you, George. Now you're committed. You're in love with it.
And then the whole process of putting up the arm on the wall and fucking measuring to find the studs, and it took me a whole hour, man, just to do that. Fuck, man. It's like, what do you want to do here? You know what I mean? When I put up my TV at the condo when we got married, and then when we bought the house down here, I had my friend John come over. It's like, dude, come and put my TV up. Like, in 15 minutes, the thing was up, I'm fucking measuring, double checking 3, 4, 5 times, making sure the distances are correct.
All right, man, you did it right. You took your time.
You did it right. You cared. Your buddy John didn't care.
No, he cared. He just knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he has more experience.
Yeah. So yeah, TV in the bedroom, man. Look,
guys, we I feel like we've been talking for 20 minutes and we haven't even. Look, time hasn't passed yet.
On your Halo.
So it's not actually a clock. It's just the court.
No, it's a clock.
Put your head down for a second. What time does it say?
I don't know.
Let me see what number. Is that like 240? 243?
It's one of those. The clock works. It's just that it takes a battery, and I've been lazy to change the battery for 4 years. So for 4 years, that's what it shows.
Yeah, we have a.
And it's one little battery. I think it's a AA. Like all I have to do is go there, take it down, AA battery, put it back, and it's just not happening.
Like you know what the line?
You're waiting for your son to be old enough.
No.
Maybe.
You know what the line is? Is it a double A or a triple A? Because triple A, you don't give a shit. It's like, oh, the battery's out, forget it. Triple A, nobody's.
It's too expensive.
Yeah, nobody buys those.
They're too expensive. I'm not replacing that.
But this is a double A. It's like double A. Like, go look into your couch. You'll probably pick one up. You know,
No, I have a whole pack of double A's like this.
from Costco.
I'm not going up there. I'm not doing that.
It's okay.
I just don't. I don't want to.
We have a clock.
And you know what, guys? Wait.
If he does it now, they're gonna ask him to do it again next time.
Oh, 4 years ago, guys, before it broke down 4 years ago, this happened again, and my dad changed it.
Oh my God.
He was sick of seeing it. He's like, okay, what are you gonna? I'm gonna go change it. So he got up and he did it.
Oh my God.
He probably had a battery in his pack. Because, you know,
You've saved yourself in all this time 2 AA batteries.
Yeah, and about 80 calories.
we have a clock. We have a clock in our bedroom, and we haven't. I don't think ever. I think we put that up without a battery, and it's still like that.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
It's decoration, man. That's all it is.
We put it up there to see if it fits. We're like, oh, it's nice, eh? Okay, leave it there for now, and we'll put a battery.
The truth is, how much do we really need clocks? We all have phones.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Your phone is attached to you.
You know what? You're trying to get rid of clocks. You know what? You know what I started doing lately? I started leaving my phone. Like wherever I leave it, it stays. Instead of like, you know what? I used to take it with me all the time. It would either be in my pocket or my hand. And then my son started telling me this. You're always on your phone. You're always holding your phone. It's like, he's right. Well, why? So I started leaving in places, and I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like I'll find myself in another room, and it's like, where's my phone?
Yeah.
You know?
You feel like you lost your wallet.
Yeah. I feel like I lost my wallet. You know what? If I lose my wallet, or sorry, I don't want to lose my wallet. If I forget my wallet, I'm probably not going to come back.
No.
If I forget my phone, I might even turn on the highway.
What do you mean, dude? I left once.
Yeah.
I left once. I was working. I remember specifically my sister and my brother were over. I'm like, guys, I gotta run, and I'll be back like in about an hour, you know. And it was in Montreal. I crossed the bridge. I'm in Montreal now. I'm getting on the Bonaventure, and I'm like, where the fuck is my phone, guys? I turn around. I crossed the bridge. I came home, picked up my phone.
Just for the phone.
It's weird. It's like a sickness. And I don't. And I've told you this before on the show. Ever since
it's what makes us a cyborg, man. We're already cyborgs. That's our second. That's our extension.
Ever since
it is an extension.
Ever since I stopped like work, because I mean, we were so dependent on the phone. It was almost, I was like almost disgusted by it. I wasn't that addicted to it. I mean, the phone was there, and I was like, I'll just leave it and do my things, and I didn't really mind. Ever since that chapter closed, I feel like the phone never leaves my hand. I even turn it on sometimes without even having to do anything. Like, you know how you turn it on to go check your email? Like, there's no email that comes in. And it's like, I'll turn on the phone, put your thumb, it unlocks, you go to your email, you scroll, but there's nothing, like, what are you scrolling for? Like, you didn't get an email, man. You know what I mean? I'm in a phase where it's just, I don't know what it is.
You have new bad habits.
I'm trying to get out of that, man. Especially now with work, I have 2 phones. I have my personal, I have my work phone. I'm always on Teams, right? Because we communicate through Teams. And sometimes I'll get 2 phones ringing and a team. And it's like, man, you realize like, man, like, you can't get more efficient.
No.
You can't get more productive after a while. After a while, you're just going crazy.
That's why logically it all has to move into all one device. Logically, one dashboard, as they say.
I think we're at the point where we moved so ahead that we got to take a step back in order to take 3 good steps ahead.
That's what COVID is.
You think it could be a blessing, yeah?
It's a handbrake to life.
Yeah, it could be a handbrake. You're right.
I don't think so. I think COVID accelerated things. Like, look, we had never considered a TV in the bedroom. Suddenly, because you're home now and you're
exactly. It's slowed down your life. You're not getting out of bed anymore because of COVID.
Yeah, but but in terms of technology, you're much more.
Yeah. He's right. You're closer to technology now, and you depend on it a lot more. Actually, if technology didn't exist, it would be a lot worse for everyone.
Yeah, you'd go fucking crazy.
It'd be scarier for a lot of people.
A lot more people would lose their jobs. You wouldn't be able to. We somehow maintained a little bit of that business interaction, right?
Yeah.
Like you can still have teams, you can still see clients, you can still transactions, you can solve problems. Like this morning, we were solving problems. We're like 4 or 5 on us from different companies trying to solve a problem. And it's like, oh man, it's like,
you make it work.
Yeah. Or the people, like, do you really think about it? Do you really need to go to Winnipeg now? Do you really need to go to, I don't know, New York?
You lost your trips.
Yeah. Well, but think about it. Do you need to spend the $2,000 right now to solve a problem when you can solve it in 15 minutes through Teams?
But you know what? It's interesting that you're mentioning this because, and this brings up an interesting debate because I have a feeling that companies, and I'm not in the corporate world, so I don't know how that works. But I have, I have this feeling that companies are going to start thinking more. Okay, let's save. Let's cut off the fat. You don't need to go to Manitoba or wherever you want to go. We saw how well things turned out during COVID. We can reproduce it during non-COVID period. But at the same time, I have a feeling that it's so counterproductive in the sense that if you don't get to see people and to have that human interaction, and we said that on another episode where there's certain fields and there's certain jobs and there's certain industries where it's necessary, man. The human contact and that touch and that face to face.
Prostitution.
Yeah, no, but
I'm trying to be more specific, man. That's all I'm trying to say.
He means that no matter. You know what he means, man. You know what he means.
So
no, you're right. You're right. But look, the idea is that obviously. You could say B2B, okay, B2C, business to business, right? Every interaction is human to human, and people understand that. It's people to people. The relationships are all about people. So at the end of the day, we're kind of keeping that, right? But you are right. Look, I'll give you an example. In my case, my expense account this month was almost zero.
Yeah, the company,
right?
The company loves it, right?
The company loves it. So if you have like 1,000 employees across the board with a zero expense account for the month, hey, now it's starting to make sense. So maybe those resources are going to be allocated somewhere else. That money is going to be invested somewhere else, maybe better. So maybe you're right. You don't need to go to Winnipeg. You don't need, but obviously you're going to have to spend that money. But I don't think this people-to-people thing that you're talking about, it's not going to go away. I think you cannot eradicate that. You can't get rid of that. You can't get rid of that. Look,
biological.
You might be able to do like your preliminary meeting. You might, at the end of the day, when you're going to close the deal, a lot of these deals are closed on a people-to-people basis. And I think that if we do lose it because of the advent of technology and obviously a lot of, we're going to get a lot more tools. If we do lose it in 10, 50, 20 years, 50 years, I think in 100, 150 years, we're going to bring it back because we're that kind of animal. We're a social animal with loyalty.
Yeah, I don't know, man. At that point, maybe we'll be too socially awkward, too weird, where we won't,
maybe.
We won't know how to interact with each other. I mean, we all
socially inept. We won't be able. We're gonna have. Well, look, a lot of people today, even in my line of work,
people text each other at the table they're sitting at.
Yeah, people text each other an email. They're afraid to call. They're afraid of the interaction. It's true.
No, people text each other with the person that they're sitting with at the same table.
I'm opening my mouth.
That is a little weird. That
is strange.
Because it's a different feeling, right? It's a different kind of communication. There's a lot of guessing in that. What does he mean? How did he mean it? Anyways, we'll see. But it's a good point, George. Yes, it definitely changes things. But you know what? I'm still glad when I get a phone call. I'm still glad. But
I hate receiving voicemail. It's the biggest waste of time to call a number, put in a code, and listen to someone say, call me. You get a phone line and you can't not get voicemail. It's like you're stuck with this curse.
But there is a question of preference. Like I have a lot of clients. I work with a lot of people, right? So let's say I interact in a week with 30 people, let's say, okay? I've gotten to know everyone. Some people like text. Some people like phone. Some people don't even like, there's one client, specifically one of my best clients.
How many like voicemail?
No, I don't know. But what I'm going to say,
Everybody hates voicemail.
There's one guy that will never call me on my cell, and he never calls from his cell because he doesn't have a cell.
What?
And this he's worth a lot of millions, many millions.
He doesn't have a cell phone.
No cell phone, and he calls me on my hard line
At work.
and yeah, and I never answer that phone. It's there because it takes messages, but I have 2 cell phones.
Yeah.
And then there's clients that only text me.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's clients that only email. And when you call them, they freak out. And it's like I'll call them, they won't answer, and they're gonna email back. Yeah, I saw that you called. But you get to know people have their preferences. People have their way of working.
I actually met like the opposite. I've met a very big entrepreneur, like a big businessman, very wealthy also, very busy, on the run all the time, cell phones and all that stuff. And he had a very close call. Like he had a heart attack and that kind of stuff. And he's like, I'm slowing this shit down. So no cell phones. The guy went back to pager. It's like, if you want me, page me.
Get out.
What's with that?
How does that work?
No, you have pager lines. It exists.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. He has a pager. The guy is.
So what doesn't he just have a cell and not answer and then let it go to voicemail?
He goes, fuck it. When I have time, I'll go and I'll make the calls and whatever. So he went back 20 years, man. He's like, fuck the stress. I don't need a cell phone. If you want to reach me, here's my pager, and I'll call you back whenever I find a payphone.
You know what, George? You know what this guy accomplished? Yeah. What he did is the basics of management 101. He won't call you if he doesn't need to.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean? You know how well he's managing his time right now, this guy?
Yeah, so exactly. So he structured everything. He's like, look, my clients know that they can call me from like 6 a.m. Until like, let's say 8, because I'm at the office. And then when I'm out, go fuck yourself. I'm not putting my life at risk anymore. You page me, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's weird because
they have their own way, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and I asked them, I'm like, how does that work with your wife and your family, your kids? He goes, look, I tell them I'll be at that restaurant at that time, and I'll be there for an hour. So it's like back in the 60s, 70s where phones didn't exist. And if
it's whatever works, man. It's whatever works for him.
You call the restaurant. Yes, hi. Is there a Can you
Hey, man. It works for him. It works for him. He makes it work.
Like in those movies, man, where the mops are sitting on a table and the front desk guy at the restaurant brings him the phone. So you call.
Oh man.
I found it weird. I was like, what the hell, man? And we're talking about a multi-million-dollar company here. Like it's like
Yeah. The same guy, the guy I'm telling you about, man. It's just one landline.
Yeah.
No cell phone and nothing.
Is he an older person?
Yeah, he's older. Yeah.
Ooh, my guy. Oh, my guy.
Yeah, he's an older person. He's only.
How about your guy, Chris?
He's so old that his son is old. And that's how old he is. But he's
so old. His son's a grandfather.
Yeah, that's how old he is. But he's a great guy, man. I have this other guy. He only calls me on his way back on his way back home. It's always he's in his car, he's going back home, and he calls in events. That's our relationship. That's when he calls me. It's all email. Like the POs is by email. Okay, look, give me a price or whatever. And these are big transactions. Sometimes it's like a 20 grand, 30 grand POs, right, for the company. And it's like, he'll call me at the end of the day. Yeah, I send you the PO. Did you receive it? Yeah. All right, good. Everything all right? That's it. People have their own way of doing things, man. And you know what they appreciate? If you picked up on it, right?
You accommodate.
Yeah, and you accommodate, they love it without even knowing.
Personalization.
Yeah, you got to think like that. But there's a lot of weirdos too.
No,
there's a lot of weirdos.
My guy is he's in his back at that time he was in his mid-50s, I think. Not that old. Mid-50s, yeah. Just strange, whatever. He was one of the strangest guys that I met, to be honest with you, but. I don't know, man. It works for him. It makes it work. What do you?
There you go. You need a little strange, man. You need to be a little strange. Normal's weird.
Yeah, it's just that when you really can't relate, and not only you can't relate, but you can't even explain it. It's like how the fuck do you manage without a cell phone? Like at a point where your dad has a cell phone now. You know what I mean? I think it's the point where
My dad's more ahead than me, man. My dad like writes comments and likes on Facebook.
I know.
And my only post this year on Facebook was like I had to thank people on my birthday because they sent me some wishes for my birthday. And you know what happened? I got on my birthday, it was crazy. Guys, it was honestly overwhelming. Like honestly, it's like wow, you know?
You had never seen that before on your Facebook page.
No, I had, but it was texts, it was phone calls, it was a lot of stuff, a lot of people this year. It was more than average. It was a lot.
Because nobody's doing anything this year.
Dude, it was just a lot. It was like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Everybody's on social media all day. That's all they do.
Yeah, but exactly. So it was like, okay, man. So like, what do I do now? I'm not gonna answer everyone.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like I'm grateful, like I'm thankful, like I appreciate people taking the time. But am I gonna sit there and say, okay, thank you, Peggy, thank you, John, I appreciate it, George, and then you know what am I gonna do? So I just sort of thank you all, and then Alex goes, okay, but you know. Maybe some people are going to wish it to you, like, I don't know, maybe a happy belated birthday, right? And then I go the next day and there were comments on my comment. And I'm like, no, bro, I'm not getting into this. I can't get into this. So people and then there was comments on somebody's comment.
It's endless.
Yeah, I was like, oh, no, I can't. This is, it's like full time. But I appreciate all the wishes. It was overwhelming and it's interesting. Obviously, I know that not everyone thought of me. I know that the Facebook gives like there's a notification, right? It says Chris's birthday. Yeah. So I know people. So it's almost like extrinsic. It's not even natural. It's like here's a little reminder. So it's like, is it real? Is it like when you're wishing somebody happy birthday? Is it because what makes it more special? Telling him happy birthday or thinking about it in your busy day? You know what I mean? So it's like whatever. I was just thinking of all that stuff.
You know, we've reached that point too, eh? You know, I mean, I get the notifications and I'm like, fuck, who cares? I don't send birthday wishes to everyone. I don't care, you know. So, but some people do. Like they get the notification. Oh, okay, it's so and so's birthday. Let's send.
Yeah, I got happy birthdays from people where I was like, okay, who's he? Like, who is this guy? Who's this guy? You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to think, and I'm sure it's not like I can't remember them. It's just like, I'm sure there's people on Facebook that just like sending happy birthdays to people. You know, like those Greek ladies that this is the truth, guys. This is true. There's a bunch of Greek ladies that just go to funerals to empathize and sympathize with the families, right?
Yeah.
I find there's like these I don't know what they're called, but there's these people on Facebook that just wait all day to find notifications and they just send people happy birthday here. I'm sure.
So 40, man. How does it feel different, or do you not even care?
I don't care. I think. Look, man. I don't know. I feel great. I think 40 to 50.
It's because you're not 41. That's why.
Yeah, maybe. I think this is going to be my best decade. Like I'm prepared for it. You know what I mean? Like I'm planning things. I have my goals. I have my objectives. So it doesn't feel different. It just, everyone makes it feel different. Yeah. What everyone's projecting the 40 years old on you. So you kind of build an expectation on what other people are telling you. You know, but I started feeling pains at 35. So, you know, like the shoulders and all that stuff, you know, the gray hair. I got a lot of gray hair. Yeah. But that started at 35. I think 40 was, I don't know, but it's a new decade. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. And I think it's a good age, man. Think about it. Like, I don't know exactly, I can't paraphrase it, but there's this, what do they say? Party like a 10-year-old? No. Learn like a 10-year-old, party like a 20-year-old, travel like a 30-year-old, think like a 40-year-old, give advice like a 50-year-old, and love like a 60-year-old, something like that. Right? But so the 40 is think. So I think it's the age of wisdom. You've basically got all the experience and now you're compiling it, and you're like, there's very little people that make really stupid decisions at 40. Like you did that in your 20s and your 30s.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there.
There's always exceptions, but usually, like you've done okay. You're on the right path. You've made the mistakes. You've learned. You're able to like push, like, you know, you're able to push like you're not going after instant gratification. You understand delayed gratification. You play your cards right. You know, you're responsible for other people.
Yeah.
Right now, you're not responsible for a baby. You're responsible for kids, teenagers. So it's. I'm thinking of all that.
Well, the word we're looking for is you should be responsible.
Yeah, you should be. You should be. You're right. You're right. It's not everyone, but I feel there. I feel that it's a good place.
Then what we should do is
I could weigh a little less. I could look a little bit better, but I feel great. Like I'm not 40 and I feel 50. I'm 40 and I feel a little younger, so I'm good.
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm gonna try and find the thing, the 10, 20, 30, 40, because I think I messed it up, but it's something along those lines. Yeah. I don't know where it came from. You guys don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm still focusing on the blue shirt that's supposed to be black.
I see purple.
He's talking about this shirt. It's just the way the light diffracts on this shirt. This is a black shirt, by the way, guys. It's not blue. It's not purple. It's not electric blue. It's black.
So, somehow George and I are wearing black as well, but
like in my eyes right now, this is the same as this. Yeah.
That's fucked up. So let's go back to Christmas for a second. Are all the gifts bought on your end? Are all the preparations done, or you're still the last minute?
No, us. It's we're probably going to be last minute. We're going to keep it to a minimum.
Yeah, but Chris,
And-
sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
You know that there's very good chances that the stores are closed, right? I mean, we don't know what's going to be open. We have no idea.
It's okay. It's okay.
Amazon. Anyways, yeah, go on.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's like we'll keep it to a minimum. We're going to focus on activities like baking cookies, gingerbread houses, and shit like that. But yeah. I'm telling you, I'm not feeling it this year. Yeah, it's not. I don't feel like going on a spree. I don't feel like going out there. I don't feel like choosing. I don't feel for buying things for me. I don't feel that. I'm not there.
It's also.
It might change in the next 2-3 days. It's just I'm not there.
I don't think it will. But also, what sucks is that as your Christmas vacation, the time off you had, the Christmas time off or vacation, whatever that you had, because there were so many options. You also got into this phase of, okay, what do we do? Are we going skiing? Are we going to Tremblant? Are we going away? Are we, I don't know, figuring out activities? My wife would have a ball with these things, start looking at all these, different outings and all these things that were available this time around, right? And this time it just doesn't exist. You know what she told me yesterday?
Yeah.
Guys, you're going to freak out. She goes, I know you don't want, so I'll tell my father to do it. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, just tell me what it is. So look, we're going to go. He's going to buy the wood. I'm like, no, tell me what it is. Don't tell me how you're going to fix it. Tell me what it is. I'm telling you, we're going to get the wood. And then, don't tell me the process. Tell me what it is you want to do. She goes, well, in front of our yard in the back. I'm like, okay, we're going to fix an ice rink. I'm like, no. No, man. Why would it? Why?
Bro, it's full of projects.
Why?
They have ice rinks in your neighborhood. They have ice rinks in your neighborhood.
Oh, fucking the 5-minute walk. The park is at the corner. There's a huge fucking ice rink. Huge, like a official size ice rink outside. Why? And I'm like, okay, why doesn't your father do it in his backyard? Then when we bring the kids, they can skate there. There's no room. We're gonna do it here. I'm like, no, I'm not doing anything here.
It's like Bill Burr says, man. It's like wives, like women, like they look at your calendar, they see a space, and they just want to put something there. they just want to schedule something in the empty space. And the way we run, it's like, oh my God, where can I put space? Work. I need more space. I need more blank.
Left the fuck alone.
Yeah, we need more of that, and they just want to fill the space. It's like you're not doing anything between 3:15 and 3:20. Like what can I schedule in that 5 minutes?
Call the bank and complain between 3:15 and 3:20.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No, but again, man, this year it's different. It's more activities, it's drawings, it's baking. Like my mother made kourabiedes and all that stuff. We're gonna try and do that. You know, I want to put the focus there, like take advantage of that, because you know what's gonna happen. What are you laughing?
You mentioned kourabiedes. For the people that don't know, these are traditional Greek cookies with a lot of sugar powder. They're just white. It's like
Yeah, and basically, if you're not Greek and you try for the first time, you choke.
So
you,
dry.
you breathe in the sugar.
It's like sawdust.
That's exactly why I'm laughing. We went on Sunday. We drove by
Emergency glass of water.
we did,
They even tell you don't give it to your kids.
I'm laughing, and we're gonna get back to your point. But what you mentioned, I just this image of something that happened last Sunday. We drove by my parents' house. We stopped in, and my mom obviously had made. So we're sitting in the on the kitchen table. It's me, my dad, and my mom, and my wife. And I'm eating a kourabie. Guys, honestly, I cannot remember any time ever in my life having choked on a kourabie. It's like it's in your gene pool. It's like you're born Greek, you know how to eat a kourabie.
Yeah.
When you bite, you don't inhale.
But
Because the dust goes down and makes you choke.
But if you're non-Greek, the first time you're gonna have it, you're gonna choke for sure.
No, but for
The
Greek,
white powder out of your nose.
it's like you're born, you know that, like your body knows I can't choke on this. This is part of who I am, kind of thing. So I'm eating it, guys. For the first time in my life, I choked on a fucking kourabie, and I spit on it. It was all white. It was all white on my sleeve, and that's not the funny part. The funny part was I raised my eyes, I look up, and my dad is looking at me perplexed. He was like there was like a 2-minute pause. You know?
Disgust.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Embarrassment.
Like, what the fuck has happened?
Oh, man.
But it was one of those that he's talking to my wife, and then he stops
Oh.
stairs, and he's like, anyway, so like I was saying, I'm like, what is that? The condescending look.
Oh man, my daughter loves them.
Amazing.
My kids love them too.
Yeah.
Of course.
I love them.
So we're gonna try baking. We're gonna try baking some kourabiedes.
They taste better when they're out of the fridge.
Actually, my daughter called it kourabieda. Those are my kourabieda.
Awesome.
Does Alex make?
No.
Yeah.
And she shouldn't.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if I can share this.
Stop it, Chris. Don't for George's satisfaction. Don't.
I shouldn't, huh?
No, but you know.
Okay, no. I'll say the truth. If she does make them, if she does attempt to make them, it's probably going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's going to taste good. She's going to obviously alter the recipe a bit. She's going to try her own little things. She might forget a couple of ingredients, so she might add her own. She'll give it her own touch.
It'll be edible.
Yeah. No doubt. The problem is that the kitchen is going to look as if 75 people baked cookies in here.
It's gonna be dough on the ceiling.
It's gonna be like what happened. How many people were making kourabie? No, after she's done, it's not how many people were cooking. How many people ate kourabiedes in here?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter. What matters is all that trouble, all that scene that you're describing, for the taste that you're not gonna want because you know that the perfect kourabie is the one that your mom makes. Like
and you know what? You don't want to take away from that. Even if I make them myself, I won't tell her because I don't want her to think that I'm competing.
No, but it's not about competing. I'm sure that your mom, if you tell her, I want to learn, she'll be more than happy because these are traditions that go from generation to generation, right?
She's going to pull out that notebook with the oil stains from the 70s.
Yeah. Oh, it's in a phone book. The recipe's on a phone book.
A steno phone book from the 70s.
You're gonna have Angeliki and Adzal, and then you're gonna have the recipe for kourabiedes.
She called her to get it.
Yeah. No, and you know what? That's what's nice about it, man. That's like, you know what? In my house, that's what Christmas was. It was that smell of kourabiedes, the smell of melomakarona, the Greek music playing loud.
And you know what? The best part of it was we weren't allowed to touch any of it until the 25th.
That's right.
And you didn't.
And you didn't.
Bro, you got a slipper in the head if you did. Right?
Yeah,
They were all counted.
You didn't touch that.
There was a little mechanism to see if you broke in or not.
It was a seal.
But that's what it was, man. It was the You know what? It's one of those where the anticipation
That's
of
why
Christmas
I hate when we would gather.
is a lot better than Christmas Day.
Yes.
Like the 24th, waiting for Christmas is much more exciting than the 25th.
But even before, like they would start. I mean, they still do. I mean, my mom still does them. I don't know for who, but
She doesn't do it for any. She does it just to do it.
yeah. But it's like at least 2 weeks before, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, at least. And it's just numbers upon others. It's like, where do you
Yeah.
find the containers? Like, where do you put them? Like, it's like the whole year goes by, and you know when they buy little things, they're thinking, I'm going to use this for Easter and for Christmas. Where am I going to put my Kourabiedes in? You know what I mean? They just keep them somewhere. There's this room you don't know about where your mom is keeping containers so she can put Kourabiedes in.
And that's what it's about. And I know for a fact from my parents. Look, my parents are not big on gifts. That's what I'm probably not big on gifts. They just passed that on to me in a way without even thinking about it. They're just not big on that. But I know for a fact that I have two options. I could get my mother a gift, and she'll be like, "Oh, why did you spend the money? You didn't need to spend the money." And even though we're fine, you know what I mean? It's like don't spend your money, keep it there. And I know the true gift for her would be me to call her and say, "Mom, your kourabie was amazing."
Yeah.
Like if I make that phone call, or if I make my kid call her and tell her that, that's all she needs. You know what I mean? She doesn't need to open a gift. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's those little things, though, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's those little things.
I know she has to do nanny, boys.
You got to go to sleep already?
Oh, yeah. Big time. I've been dropping hints for half an hour.
It's only 8:45 on Chris's clock.
Where are you gonna go?
It's early. What are you doing?
It's not even 9 o'clock yet.
All right. We're gonna end it there so George can go to sleep.
I'm sorry.
All right, man.
Guys, thank you all for tuning in again. Go subscribe.
Don't blame me. Blame Bitcoin.
Blame. Yeah, you see, this is the problem we have for everyone watching or listening. We have like about an hour episodes, but before we record these hours, we go on for an hour and a half talking about other random stuff, and then we press record. So yeah,
the best episodes are not recorded, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm not so sure if we can put those out though.
Yeah, we can. Of course we can.
We can put bits of them.
Maybe I'll start just recording off the bat without telling you. I think I used to do that, but anyway. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. Go and subscribe to all our social media platform, all the audio platforms. Go and get some merch from our website. And we'll see you on the next episode. It'll be Christmas Day, and we're still going to be here. So we'll see you all in the next episode. Ciao, everyone.
Hi.